Finally, Apple has released an update that is actually really exciting and I can't wait to get my hands on. But I'm not gonna download the new iOS 14 developer version yet. And the reason is that there's a lot of bugs with that version. Before, when iOS 13 was just released, I installed the public beta version. And now keep in mind the public beta comes couple of months after the developer version is out. It's more perfected, it has less bug, and the battery life is tremendously different. But now, even though iOS 14 is really exciting and has a lot of great things under its sleeves, I'm not yet ready to download the developer version yet. Because I know this is a big revamp on Apple's way of going about using the phone. And there's gonna be a lot of update that should come until it makes it perfect. To be honest, I like my phone and I use it all the time. And I love the new feature that Apple has implemented into this new update. I actually enjoy it. I love the way that you could make widgets and you could perfect it. It's been out in Android's market for such a long time, actually since the beginning. But for iPhone, this is something new for iOS in general. Regardless if you're a Mac user, if you're an iPad user, or if you're just an iPhone user, this update can change the way you kind of interact with your device, regardless what level of technicality you have with it. I'm sure regardless who you are, you can find ways to implement new widgets to your home screen, to your tablet, or use the control center in ways that is completely different than the ways that you have used your control center on your Mac. But I'm not gonna download it because I know it's gonna mess up my phone. And here's how. I have this extra phone laying around and I upgraded it to the new iOS 14 developer version. And I'll tell you what, it was fun for the first couple of minutes until you want to do something with your phone. The apps usually just clunk up, they freeze, they tend to not work properly. The widgets seem to freeze all the time. Your battery life, actually in my use, my battery life cut down in 25%, I could say. Before I used to have my phone going out for the full entire day. And after installing this developer version, my battery would only last me about half a day. And that sucks. Yes, it's during this time I'm at home and I could put my phone to the charger, charge it up, no problem. But it still is a hassle that every time I'm using my phone, I have to worry about my battery. As a matter of fact, as I'm recording this video, I have only 10% battery left, and that just doesn't feel good, knowing that I have to charge it, keep charging it, keep charging it. Now, charging the phone might not be a big issue, but the biggest issue when things are not working the way it's supposed to. For example, when I want to do something as simple as editing a note on my to-do list using the Reminders app, I don't know if it's gonna sync or not, because I had a couple of instances that I did something on my Reminders app and it did not sync properly. And that's understandable. The developer version is for those who are developer who want to use the phone to find out if everything is working right or not. And if it doesn't work right, just fill out a ticket, send it to Apple, and Apple tries to fix it in the coming update. And by fall, when the actual iOS 14 is released to the public, then it won't have all of those issues. Keep in mind, this version of iOS is been a work of many months, and it's not yet done. It's like building a house. When you buy a house that is already built, everything is ready, you can move in and it's moving ready. But when you buy a house that is in process in development, there's going to be a lot of issues that needs to be addressed, regardless of what level you are. There might be plumbing issue, there might be electrical issue, there might be ceiling issue, whatever it is. That's just an analogy. But iOS 14, if you ask me, if you have the patience for it, well then download it. Then you help the community as well. But make sure to, if your phone crashed or if something happened, report it to Apple. But if you want your phone to function correctly, wait a couple of more months. At least wait till the public beta version is out and then download the public beta version. Other than that, one more thing that I want to let you guys know is that if you update your phone to the new iOS version, this is what I did last time. I updated to new public beta version. Along the way, something happened to my phone and my phone crashed and I had to get a new phone. Well, that was alright, that was okay because I had insurance sent me a new phone. But when I went ahead to restore my phone, it wouldn't allow my phone to be restored because my phone was iOS 12 and the phone that I got was iOS 12 because iOS 13 was not released yet. And the phone that I was using had iOS 13 beta. And because of that, I couldn't restore my phone simply because the iOS 12 was an older version of iOS and my backup was iOS 13 beta. So I had to install the phone, go inside of the setting, install public beta, reset the phone, go back, and then it was a hassle. So if you ask me, give it a little bit of a time. Sure, it's not gonna be end of the world, and this couple of months, just watch videos on iOS 14, familiarize yourself with it, and learn how to use it. That's what I'm doing, and just wait till it comes out. As always, hope you guys got something out of it, and I'll check you guys on the next one.